Every time. Happy Monday. How y'all doing? Listen, I'm coming on real quick. I'm Trina. If you don't know who I am, I think you know who I am. You're on my page. But I'm coming on real quick because I just want to talk to you about something. Letting go. Now, we're always talking about, this has been the theme for this year, it seems. Release. Let go of the things that's no longer serving you and all the talk that we do. And it ain't that easy sometimes, but sometimes it is that easy. But I ain't trying to talk about that part of letting go. I want to talk about honestly just giving it to God, right? Giving it to the divine, right? And because that's the difference. I think sometimes when we say, I'm going to release all the things that's no longer serving me. It's kind of said in despair in a sense, like they did me wrong and I got to let these people go. And it sounds like it's kind of like a little piece of punishment that you're doing to somebody else. And sometimes that's necessary. Sometimes we need to protect our boundaries and protect our peace and all those good things. But I want to talk about letting go that does not involve despair. That's not in despair, but in knowing, right? Sometimes we get in spaces in our minds, usually, and we go off into all kinds of pathways with our thoughts, right? We feel like something is happening to us and we just go down this rabbit hole, right? And just coming up with all these scenarios. What if, what if, what if, what if? And a lot of times we work ourselves into a frenzy. I would say the majority of the time, and all those things that we were afraid of never happened, right? So anyway, for example, or we do all the things to try to fix it, right? And go deeper into that hole. One example was when I was in the military. We were being stationed to a space that I wasn't trying to go to, right? And I worked for the base commander. I mean, not everybody worked for the base commander, but I was in the office right there with them, right? And I worked for the chief master sergeant and the deputy commander. And I had access to all these people, right? All these people, they were telling me, there's not much we can do when you get that. We had gotten this assignment. There's not much we can do once you get the assignment. The order's already blah, 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 blah. And I was so down because I did not want to go. But something just came over me and I said, you know what, God? If I have to go, then there's something there for me. And I give it to you. And it was such a relief to not have to worry about it. It was basically just changed my perspective around the assignment space and just knowing that wherever I was going, God was going to be already there, regardless of wherever it is that I'm going. And I just released it. And if anybody who's been in the military, when you have assignments, you already got all your stuff together. My back then husband was saying there's nothing, it's too late. They already cut the orders. And so when he come, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I already gave it to God. So whatever we're supposed to do, we're going to do it. Within 2 days, he received a phone call where he was able to change his orders. And it was like, I knew it was going to happen. I knew the best thing was going to happen, whether it was being able to change the orders or going to that space. But what I want to point on is that letting it go and knowing that everything is going to be okay, regardless of what we think are the obstacles. Sometimes those obstacles are actually a space to get us up on a higher viewpoint, right? To put us in a higher position that we think this stone has been placed in front of me to block me. No, sometimes that stone is placed in front of you so that you can climb on top of and have a better view, right? Have a better vantage point. And I think once we learn the true art of releasing, not the despair, like, don't work yourself into a frenzy and then say, I'm going to let it go after you've done everything you can do and everybody in the world can do. You have no choice at that point. But when you let go with a knowing that God's got it and it's going to be all right, it is going to be all right. And I just want to share that with you today. If you're going through something and you feel like you've done what you can do what you can do. But don't despair over it. Let it go. Give it to God. And just know that it's going to be okay, regardless of whatever way it turns out. Okay? I promise you can trust in that. You can trust in that. Okay? You guys take care. And I will see you guys later.